So, I wanted to talk about the grossest specimen that I've ever received in the lab. So, with all the pee, the poop, the urine, the spit, the snot, the stillborns, the most disgusting thing that I received in the lab was 3 severed toes. So, the thumb, the index, and the little middle finger. Imagine if you got all 3 of those amputated and they were black and they had gangrene. Yeah. It literally outshined every poop, pee, and mind you, I've seen urine with thick, like literally when you scoop it out with a pipette, it gets clogged because there's like thick substances in there. I've smelled the worst poop with people with Shigella, but those 3 toes actually made me cry and they're disgusting. So basically, the patient had like gangrene, and it was like gangrene that was untreated, and they let it flow into their other toes. So the only thing that they could do was amputate all 3, and it was in the micro department. So basically, I had to swab those toes to see if there are any pathogens on there. And for one, I cried because I couldn't imagine losing 3 of my toes or waking up one day knowing that 3 of my toes are about to be amputated. So naturally, I felt for this person because, as gross as it is, and even though they did have black toes and their toes were probably hurting them and discolored and all type of others, it's still they toes. So yeah, that was the grossest thing. But what it did teach me, and usually like when I worked at a podiatry lab, which is, the foot doctor and stuff, is that you have to take care of your feet, your nails, like all of those play a part in your day-to-day life. And I noticed that when some people get older, they neglect their toes. Like if you look at some older people, their feet be ashy, their toenails be brown. They're just no maintenance towards their toes, probably because there's other things in their life that what they want to focus on. But as you get older and just living your life in general, it's always important to maintain yourself. It's always, and from head to toe, like you have to make sure that everything is okay, because you could lose body parts from neglect, and the 3 toes was enough. was enough. It was, because even me right now, my feet a little dry, and I'm like, why am I doing my feet like that? My feet carry me through this life. I only get 2 legs. The grossest thing was those 3 toes, and what it did teach me is that I got to take better care of my stuff. And the gangrene, it showed me how neglect can go from my thumb toe is messed up to now 3 toes is getting eliminated. And I want to also mention a little side story, because I know a side story, but I feel like this is a helpful side story and other people can relate to it. When you're a diabetic, when them people is telling you that you have the potential to get some of your body parts amputated, I'm gonna need you to clean it up. Clean it up. Because if anything, losing toes is like a monumental part of your life. I'd rather be dieting, exercising, and munching the dirt in the front yard to eat some grass before I'm letting my sugar addiction cause me to have tissue die and I ain't got no toes. So, yeah, please take care of your bodies, people, and have your old elders take care of their bodies too, if you can, because they grown people, they do whatever they want. But yeah, that's the grossest thing that I've seen in the lab, and what I learned from it is just take care of yourself, and them infections, them you got to pay attention to that stuff, and that's pretty much it. Yeah. It was a little sad, and I hope I was able to make somebody feel better just with the thought of losing 3 toes. Oh my gosh, it still make my stomach turn to this day. But yeah, that's the grossest thing I seen in the lab, and I worked at an infectious disease lab and seeing all type of crazy stuff. But yeah, rough and pink. Thank you for tuning in to get the behind the scenes of laboratory scientists. Me.